Welcome back to the Wood and Metal Workshop. I just pulled the next project in the door here a little bit ago, letting the remainder of the snow melt off, and gonna start taking some measurements and figuring out exactly what we're going to be doing here. This is, I believe it's a 1997 Ford Ranger. Got that massive 2.4 liter engine. This belongs to a family member, and he bought it really cheap with a bad timing belt. Got that taken care of last year, and he's been using it for about a year, and I guess a little less than about half a year, and it needs new shocks, the new rear springs, which are right there. You might have seen them laying around in some of the other videos while we were working on the other truck. And new bumpers is what he wants on it. And you can see the front bumper here is definitely seeing much better days. So we're going to be going ahead and ripping the bumpers off, fabbing up a couple of new bumpers. So to count this down, we're going to be putting new bumpers. They're not going to be nearly as heavy as the ones on the Silverado 2500 HD. That one was designed to be more of a work truck. This is a little bit of a play truck, hauling a small boat around, hauling camping gear, canoes on top occasionally, that kind of stuff. It's not for any heavy work. So I'm going to make them a little bit lighter this time. Still with towing capacity. This doesn't have a receiver hitch on it, and he doesn't want to spend the money on a receiver hitch, so we're going to incorporate one into the bumper and give him a nice, good, firm place to stand on the back when he's tying canoes and stuff to the roof. Front bumper is going to have a receiver hitch in it to hold a T-bar to carry the front of a canoe, something that he's requested as well. So those are the only special features on the new bumpers. And then, of course, leaf springs, shocks, all pretty simple stuff. Truck runs good. It's been sitting outside the shop here for, probably a good 2 months at least, probably closer to 3, and it fired right up today. It is two-wheel drive, which it proved. I had to tow it out of the snow in the yard with the other truck, with my truck. And if you ever had to tow a vehicle out of a snowbank and get it straightened out into a driveway where it wouldn't spin the tires by yourself, it's a hell of a lot of work running back and forth between the two, adjusting the steering wheel. Not something that I'd recommend. Get somebody to help you when you're towing another vehicle, even if it's only 20 feet. So that's where we're at on this. I'll bring you back once we get the bumper stripped off, and we'll take a look at the process of, once again, designing a custom bumper with a few special needs in place. And so this video will be ongoing soon. Well, that's where we're at for right now. Ran into some designer's block. It happens occasionally. Spent most of the day yesterday sketching and staring at the ass end of this truck and just trying to figure out where I wanted to go. I know what I want the bumper to look like when it's done, and I've got a picture in my mind and a picture on paper. Just having some real serious problems getting from A to Z. Now those B through Y seem to be avoiding me right now, so I've just been kind of pecking away at it. And said I know what it needs to look like. Been okayed. The design's been okayed with the client. The end result. Just having some problems getting those middle steps done. So we're gonna keep plugging away at this, and hopefully in the next video we'll get a little better idea of what the end result's going to be on this rear bumper and get going on the front bumper. Front bumpers for me are always easier than rear bumpers. Rear bumpers, you don't have as many body lines and things to follow to get to your end result. So it's a little harder. Rear bumpers are usually boxier and more utilitarian than a front bumper, and just like I said, sometimes I struggle with rear bumpers. Usually not this bad. Usually I can kick them out pretty quickly. But in this case, it's really pulling on my my brain to figure out exactly how to get those intermediate steps done and to support the look that we're going for. So gonna get a little bit of welding done here. Get some more of this stuff that I've got tacked in. I need to pick up a piece of angle. For some reason, I'm out of 1.5 angle. I just can't figure it out. It's never really happened to me before. I've usually got 2 or 3 sticks laying around, and in this case, I must have used it all up and not been paying attention. And when I was at the steel store the other day, I didn't get any. So something to add up to my pickup list. And so hang out, and we'll get this stuff tacked in place and go from there.